What is going on, guys? Austin Floric here. Today I wanted to talk about how did I overcome addiction without calling myself an addict for the rest of my life. So basically, look, man, I had gone through several 12-step programs and they all suggest that I have to name myself powerless. I have to consider myself an addict, and that is who I am now. There is a line that was crossed that says that after I cross this line, no longer can I control myself over drugs or alcohol. And I'm here to tell you that this isn't true. All right, that's a false concept. Okay, and the reason being is because, listen, I have been addicted to every single class of drug in my life. I've been addicted to heroin, opiates, uppers, downers, twisty side. Like, man, I have done literally everything. Okay, and I have overcome every single addiction on my own. Okay, now I've had help here and there from people giving me tools, spiritual tools, ideas, helping me understand how to actually make this happen. Okay, but ultimately I am the one who has decided to remain abstinent. That's my choice. Okay, and I'm an empowered being who is allowed to make this choice. And I have overcome, listen, I was using heroin before I got out of high school. I smoked weed for over a decade of my life. I used nicotine for over a decade of my life. Today, I do not take any substances. I barely eat sugar. I do eat sugar sometimes, but I barely eat sugar. I don't take caffeine. I do not take nicotine. I do not smoke weed anymore. I do not use any substances. I am 100% sober right now, and this is my choice. I have chosen to overcome every single addiction that I have ever had. Now, I'm sure that there's other addictions that will come to surface. Thinking patterns, people, like toxic situations that I've been programmed to be part of. But as I become aware of the situation, the toxic situation or the pattern that I am involved in, I can relieve myself from it. So, there was a time in my life where I truly believed that I was an addict. That was me. That was my identity. That's who I believed myself to be. And today I realize that that is not true. I had addiction problems. I was dependent on a substance at some point in my life. But I have since overcome the addiction, healed myself from the reason why I started to become addicted in the first place. What part of myself was I trying to run away from? If I am able to manage that or heal that aspect of myself, I can grow past it. Just like I can grow past the addiction, just like I can overcome challenges in my life. So I have realized that I do not have to identify myself as an addict. I had an addiction problem and I overcame it. And today I am 100% clean and sober on my own, by my own choices. Now, there are going to be some people or some groups of people that say, "Oh, you're just dry, you're not sober." That's another false concept. That's not even real. Like, understand that if I'm not taking drugs, I'm sober. If I'm not taking drugs, I'm dry, because that's what I've chosen to do. You understand? And so I've come to the realization that I don't have to name myself an addict, that I don't have to go to 12-step meetings for the rest of my life. I don't have to do that. If I want to be sober, that's what I can choose to do. If I want to interact with certain people, that's what I will choose to do. If I want to create something in my life, that's what I will choose to do. Right? Just because I have an idea of, oh, I want to get high, that doesn't mean that I have to do that. I don't have to do that. I can choose to do something else because my thoughts and my emotions are not me. I do not have to identify with, my brain has had a pattern of taking marijuana every day for the last 10 years, and my brain just happens to think about that. Like, no kidding, because I had that pattern for so long, but that doesn't mean I have to identify with it, agree to it, and then go consume marijuana. I just don't have to do that. I can see the thought for what it is, say thank you, and let it go. And I can choose a different way. And I can choose to empower people based on this new image, this new version of myself, who I am deciding to be at any given moment, right? I am what I am. I just am here. I am experiencing all that is. I am experiencing these thoughts. I'm experiencing emotions. I'm experiencing activity in this world. I'm engaging with things in this world when I choose to do so. I do not have to put myself in situations that I do not agree with. I can put myself in situations that I do agree with, that resonate with me. And I can expand beyond my old false concepts of myself, my old limiting beliefs, these beliefs that have kept me small for so long. I truly thought that I had no choice but to consume these substances because that's what my brain was telling me to do. But I don't have to do that. I can literally overcome that. I can override that thought and say, nah, I'm gonna go for a jog instead. I'm gonna go work on a relationship instead. I'm gonna go make some money instead. Or whatever it is that I'm choosing to do. And each of those things as well, I don't have to engage with unless that's what I'm choosing to do. Just like I spent so much time to get cannabis so that I could smoke it. And if I just choose a different route, I can go a different way and start to invest in a positive way my time and energy into something that is going to expand me. So I've realized that I do not have to name myself anything. I can just be. I can just be here now and allow everything to unfold as it is for me, as I'm choosing what I'm going to experience in this life. And today, I'm choosing sobriety. I'm choosing myself. I'm choosing life. I'm choosing to give my time and energy and my love into something that I think will benefit the world, because it's what feels good. This feels good to express right now. This is what my soul yearns to do because it just feels good. Okay? So if you're also going through this awakening, or if you're also starting to realize that you don't have to be an addict for the rest of your life, you can come join me in my new school community where I am giving away the blueprint so that you can see that you can be yourself. You can just be as well. You don't have to give yourself some significant label and tie yourself to the past for the rest of your life. Dr. Joe Dispenza says that the more time that we focus on things of the past, the more we are going to create the past. So why would I continually focus on something of the past that is going to try to manifest, but say, please relieve me of this? Like, no, bro, I'm gonna go focus on the future, my sobriety, and what I'm creating instead. And I'm not gonna continue to sit here and think about what I've let go of, or how hard this was, or whatever the story is. It doesn't have to be that. I can choose a new way, and I can choose sobriety, and I can choose how is this sobriety going to help me live a better life. If that's what you choose, come join me. I'll see you inside. Links in the bio.